Where's Brayden?
Since the last time we saw you, Brayden has mastered the art of
Peekaboo!
learned how to play with his brother. Maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, okay, no, Bentley, that's enough. Made some new friends at the doctor's office. He's still an absolute champ at eating. He tried some new foods this week, including watermelon, chicken, again, and even pizza. No teeth, no problem. He invented a new game called Dad, Pick Up My Pinky. Thankfully, he stayed pretty cute. And last but not least, he's finally getting a little bit of coordination and strength in his legs, so he's able to stand a little bit. But most exciting, Boo Boo can army crawl. At least kind of. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi everyone, welcome back to Datitude. First off, I want to say thank you for the amazing show of support that we received after putting out our first episode. The amount of views and subscriptions that we got in our first week was completely unexpected, and I've received all sorts of words of encouragement, and I just want to let everyone know that that's my real motivation for doing this, and to again say thank you for that. As you just saw, something we're going to be doing moving forward is a weekly update on Brayden and the things that he accomplishes every week. Like I said in my first episode, he's doing something new almost every day. So we figured that it would be good to highlight those things so you can see how he develops. And also because half of you out there watching this are probably related to him. Hi, Grandpa. So without further ado, I want to move forward into our first content episode. I'm really excited to get into this. What we want to talk about today is how to calm a crying baby. He's mad because he's high-centered. I know, it's hard. You're going to figure out that center of gravity. Don't you worry. So there are 4 main reasons why your baby's going to be crying. Now by main, I mean these are the primary ones, the ones that you're going to be dealing with in and out on a daily basis. In no particular order, they are your baby is hungry, tired, dirty, or maybe less expected, they're gassy and uncomfortable because of that. So with those, I think for most part, it's pretty straightforward on how to deal with them. You want to try to go through them and address each of them before you move on to something else and you think your baby might be upset for another reason. Hungry, tired, dirty, those are pretty straightforward. Gassy, something, just a little tip that we figured out worked pretty well for Brayden was to lay him on his side and take his leg and just kind of pull it up to his belly. Or lay him on his back and do bicycle kicks. This is something that kind of helps to work the gas out and makes him a little bit more comfortable. So something that you might be able to try if you think that gassiness might be the issue that your baby's facing. Now, with that said, these things are obviously not the only reasons that your baby's going to be crying. They are going to be your most likely culprits. However, you're going to want some other tricks up your sleeve to be able to help calm them down when none of those 4 things work. Thankfully, us as dads are pretty well equipped to come up with creative solutions, I should say, for how to calm a baby. One of the things that you may have come across, particularly in the book Happiest Baby on the Block, which is a good read. I'd recommend it for any of you out there, for you new parents or parents who are looking for new information. They call it the 5 S's. That's shushing, swaying, sucking, side, and swaddling. Now, those are all pretty straightforward. By side, they mean lay the baby on the side to help get some of the gas out. But let's be honest, sometimes those things, they just don't cut it. So I want to go through some of the tips and tricks that I've come up with, some things that have worked for me and worked for our family, worked for Braden, and share them with you. Now, disclaimer, some of these might sound weird. They might sound like they would be baby torture, but I assure you they are not. He loves it. There are things that have worked that totally turn his mood around when he's upset and grumpy, and at least buy us a little bit of peace and quiet and make him a little bit happier. So, in no particular order, some of the things I just want to walk through real quick. Number 1, blow on their face. This sounds ridiculous. I totally understand. For some reason, Braden absolutely loves it. It can take him from absolute screaming bloody murder to smiling and laughing. So, now it doesn't buy us a lot of time, but it's something if you're doing a diaper change or you're trying to help calm them down before bedtime, a little bit of breeze on their face, for whatever reason, seems to do absolute wonders. One of the other tricks I used to use a lot when Braden was younger and we was having a hard time falling asleep, especially as we transitioned him out of swaddling into a more sleeping sack, was taking him in the bathroom, turning the lights off, literally standing in the shower with the fan on and just rocking him. Just a change of scenery seems to work sometimes. Even walking, especially when Braden was younger, walking from one room to the next, walking down the hall, and just doing a little bit of rocking and swaying in the process always seemed to help calm him down. Another one that you're going to hear that's really big is music. And I don't just mean turn on a mobile with some music or a sound machine with some music. I mean sing. Something that I like to do is I pull out my guitar, I lay Braden on the floor, and I play it for him. This is something that he absolutely loves. He's entranced by it. It always helps calm him down. Something I used to do when he was younger was I would pick him up, give him a little bit of a twist motion while we sang, and I did beatboxing. It wasn't good. It was really bad beatboxing, but he doesn't know the difference, and he seemed to love it. So if I can find a video clip, I'll make sure to plug it in for you here. Something else that really helps calm him down before bedtime, and we do this a lot, is to take a quick bath. Now, with him being a little guy, we don't do soap and water every night because it dries out his skin, but just a quick dip in the tub works wonders when it comes to calming him down and just kind of letting him know that it's time for bed. A few other quick little things that seem to help is a little bit of sounds like torture, but for whatever reason when he's crying, you do that to him. Braden loved it. It helped calm him down a lot. And then just like tickling, fun facial expressions, things like that, just to kind of help distract him from whatever might be bothering him. If all else fails and you need a last resort, or on some days probably a first resort, ship them to their grandparents. Yeah, for whatever reason, grandparents seem to be impervious to crying, so just send them off. Let them go over there for a couple hours, cry it out, and hopefully they come back to you nice and happy. Hopefully some of these tricks work for you. Obviously, they're not all going to work for everyone. If you can at least take one and does something that helps calm your baby down just a little bit, I would love it. If you guys out there have any advice or any tricks that you like to use that are a little bit out of the box and creative that people may not think of, please feel free to share them below. As always, click subscribe. Thank you for watching Daditude.